and welcome to my channel. And today I thought I'd just pop on quick for a little whip and chat in this book. It's Creative Haven, Rose Windows. And the picture I'm doing, might not feel like it, but it's got a little heart in it because it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day today. It's Friday the 14th of February. So I thought, you know, let's go for it. Just make sure I've got a single piece of paper here because I'm going to be using alcohol markers because, yeah. If you're new here, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you're not new here, my last video just happened to be that I did a big decluttering of my alcohol markers. Now I basically halved the amount of alcohol markers I own. Let me just get this open. So I've got these ones in here, which it's not even full, and then I've got risky. I've got this ice cream tub full of mostly pen and gear and Sharpies, and so I packed them all away at the end of the last session where I weeded out the ones I didn't want, but they still need some sorting, so we're going to sort as we go though, because I thought there's no point in sorting something out if I'm, you know, I just do it as a colour. So we'll start with, I've got some sheets of paper in here. Let's just go with, these are the pens I want to finish, you know, finish first, I think. Use up first is the word. Right, that's a nice dark red. Now, this is obviously grayscale, so I think I'm going to go a bit lighter because this is going to make it darker. So let's try scarlet. See how that goes. Oh, that's a bit better. Let's go for this. Maybe I'll do it with the chisel. Let me just check it's got ink. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with how this book goes, now I have not coloured with alcohol markers for so long that I must remember they bleed, like feather out. So we will take it slowly inside this line because I know it's going to spread out. It's fine in the middle. But yeah, so how are you all? Happy Valentine's Day. And if you don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, then happy Friday, or, you know, maybe just treat yourself. Get a little cupcake, buy yourself some flowers, have a bubble bath, light a candle, just be in love with yourself. Because it is Friday, so you can just chill out tonight. So there, I've done that first. But yeah, I thought I'd do this because I'm not working on, at the moment, I'm not working that, right, think. Let's go for something really, what goes wrong? As per usual, I'm doing this completely on the fly. What colours do I want to do this? All I thought about was the heart, and I didn't get any further. Let's go for a pink, shall we? Let's go for a pale pink, because it's quite dark. Do you know what? I already forgot what I was saying. Literally, it's gone. Sorry. I think I was just, maybe I was just saying, I thought I'd just pop on for a quick one because I'm not, at the moment, I'm not working on my Black Swan. I will be back with that. Fear not, for the few people that would be interested. I think that what I decided was, I will be working that picture all on camera. But not everybody likes to see the same picture over and over and over again. And I get that. You know, it's not because it's not a colour along. I'm not doing it as a colour along. So, yeah, I should do this. Otherwise, I don't want to get stripes. So, if you hang on a second, if you're not familiar which picture I'm talking about, I will show you because I do have it here beside me. But I will be back doing that one. And at the moment, I'm only working on that on camera, because I'm still not colouring that much in real life. So if you missed the memo, basically I had a major burnout. So I'm only just back to my channel like in this last month after taking something like a 2-year break. So yeah, I'm taking it very easily, slowly, whatever. Let me show you. This is the picture. It's Johanna Basford's World of Wonder. And it is, I'm doing a limited palette, so it's just pink and black. There's a nice black swan. So yeah, put that away. But yes, I will be back to work on that one some more. But I thought, do you know what? Just not yet. So I think I'll do in here with this light pink. I really like this book. Let me just do this bit. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll have to do that. Whatever's in here, I'll have to do that dark. Right, but I really like this book. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's an old book now, because they're all my books that I have are old, basically, because I am on a no-buy for obvious reasons. And intend to, I'm cutting down what I have, so I'm definitely not buying at the moment. But I do like this book, and I thought, do you know what? It's funny, this one, I was looking at this last night because I was trying to decide what picture to do today. And this yellow has a really, really fine sort of mica type shine to it. And if I hadn't seen it last night in the dark with the light shining on it, I'd think this wasn't very sparkly. But it was super blingy. It's funny how things, depending on the lighting. I think that's the last one I've got there, but I might have one here. Yeah, I did this one with my highlighters. I think that's the reason I got no pink left when I was chucking it away. Oh, I've done that one as well. So yeah, I really like this book. And I thought it's a good one to come back to. I shouldn't leave the lid off of this. Let me put this on. I think I'll do this with this end, because even though I did test these to see what had ink in, who knows how long it's going to last, just because it works for like the swatching. So I'm just going to commit to small areas, doing that little bit there. Commit to small areas, and then it doesn't matter if it runs out. She says, she hopes. The royal, I don't know why I said the royal she. I do not think I'm royalty. Or even, I don't even know why I was talking about myself in the third person. A weird sort of existential moment about my place in the universe. So how are you all? I hope you are all doing well, and I hope if things are not, you know, some days it's not, life is, you know, gives you lemons. I do hope that it improves for you again soon. I had a rough week this week. And real life was not kind. I won't go into details because it's not my story to tell, but my mum was not well, and she got taken into hospital not once but twice. So yeah, it was a bit of a crappy week, to be honest. But you know, everything looks better. She's out of hospital, and fingers crossed, crossing all the things. Yeah, it's just like, it's very disruptive, and because of the nature of, like, well, just for everybody, isn't it? When you have something wrong with you that's bad enough for hospital, to, you know, to have to go to hospital, like it's basically a waiting game. Like there's nothing you can do, and I think that's the worst of it. All you can do is wait for doctors to do their things and do their tests and see if the medication's working, and you know, just to let whatever's going on run its course, and you can't do much about it. So it was very. I mean, obviously, there was nothing wrong with me, so I'm not really complaining as such. But it was just like, it's very unsettling, you know, to me as well, because obviously I was worried and I didn't know what was happening, and it doesn't help because like she lives like 2 hours away, so it wasn't like I could just like pop out and see how she was. So yeah, it was a difficult week for everybody. Let's just leave it at that. Obviously it was worse for her though. She had the most difficult of weeks. But yeah, we all did. Everybody. Not nice, but that is life, isn't it? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I can't believe I just said gosh. How very British of me. I think I just didn't want to say any worse. But yeah, so I hope your week has gone better than mine and my mum's. Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day? Because that is why I'm here. My quick Valentine's. I thought, you know what? It's not often, many times through the year, that there's like a really sort of theme, like apart from Christmas and Halloween, then maybe Easter. So I thought I'd do Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll come back and do something for St Patrick's Day, because that's in March, isn't it? I can't believe we're nearly halfway through February. Oh my God. I swear I say this every year. Like the time just goes so quickly sometimes. I'm like, slow down. Slow down. I've got things to do. There's not enough time in the day. The days just goes too quickly. So yeah, so I thought I'd do Valentine's Day just to break up my little swan, so you're not bored. Right, that's the pink done. I mustn't forget to go in all these little bits, even though it's really pale. But I do like me a mandala. It's like my safe zone. I'm trying to make up my mind what to declutter next of my stash. I don't know if you guys have got any preferences. I was amazed actually about how strong a reaction, not a reaction, but how many people said they enjoyed my decluttering video. And a few people even said that it inspired them to declutter their own stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, that's really good. I don't know why I was so surprised. You know, I'm going to keep going with this pink. But I think what I'll do, well, let's just go with this. Let's keep it simple. Don't overthink it. I don't know why I was so surprised when people said that, because I've been doing like my own home decluttering, and there's a channel that I really like called Clutterbug. She's a Canadian lady. She's completely bonkers, but like she had very sort of motivational videos, because she does like videos and she does like a podcast, and she's just like, when she does the podcast, she's just like, don't just listen. Pick up a trash bag, black plastic bag, and just, you can walk around and just look for rubbish, trash to throw away, because you know what it's like. You don't think you're gathering a lot of literal rubbish, but you do. It'd be a box or a receipt, or you know, all those sort of tiny little things. And so she's very motivational. So I do watch a lot of her stuff. Whenever I feel like, I'm like, oh, I should do some, I should really do something to tidy up, I'll watch one of her videos, and I'm like, yeah. I was like that on Monday. I watched something. I can't remember what her topic was, but I ended up cleaning my oven of all things, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, a chair. Do you know what? Some days you're ready to do something. I was like, yeah, I'm going to like, when I say my oven, I mean like I was inside the oven. I'm not talking about just like wiping down the front or anything like that. I had the shelves out, and I was like scrubbing the side. Well, not scrubbing. It wasn't too bad, to be honest, to be fair. Yeah, I was like, I had everything out, and I was washing the sides and washing the glass. I keep tripping over my words today. And that was bizarre, and that was all because I watched, I'm pretty sure it was one of her videos. So yeah, I'm glad I could help some of you guys, encourage you to have a tidy up of your crafting stuff. Because like I say, I got rid of half of my markers. I mean, I've still got my Copics. I've still got a couple of bits and pieces here and there, but like they're like dribs and drabs where I've bought you know, open stock. And I'll obviously be keeping my Copics. I think I heard, see, I'm so out of the loop, that there is, was it Ohuhu? There used to be a markers, well, they used to have lots of markers, but everybody loved them. But the worst thing about them was like you couldn't refill them. And I think it might have been Ohuhu. And I think while I was on my extended break, somebody has created refillable markers that they love. So I must look into that, but not yet. I've got to kill some of these off first. So, because I do like the refillable type, it feels, if nothing else, it feels a bit more environmentally friendly. Because like it does suck. You can't recycle this stuff, or at least not where I live. So all that plastic, I mean, I gave away some, but you know, all that plastic just basically goes into the bins, into the landfill, which I'd prefer not to, given the choice. I'm not like super. I'll never be, you know, earn a medal for being such an amazing recycler, but I do try. I try to do my bit. So yeah, if it's an investment, I don't mind spending in it. Right, I'm still going. I probably should have started over on the left, and then I wouldn't be putting my hand in the right. And hopefully you could see it. Do you know what? I forgot to do. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I usually, before I start filming, I get the camera to focus on like a certain part of the picture so that it doesn't pulse in and out. But I think as my hand isn't going up and down very much, hopefully we should be okay. Don't want to make you all sick. Yeah, I've got to decide. I've got all my super tips, so I might do them. That would be an easy job. If I was feeling braver, I can do my Arteza ones. I've got 2 sets of the, I don't know what those called, water brush ones. I think they was water based, and they had literally like a paintbrush as their nib. And I got 2 sets of that. They're 96 in the pack, so if I did do them, I don't know how long it'd take. Maybe I'd film the worst ones, because the reason why I got 2 packs is because it was a bit weird. So I bought some, and then when I was going through all the colours, swatching it, I can't remember, there was like 2 or 3 colours that were missing, but there was pens in the pack. There was just the wrong colour, so I had a box with duplicates in and missing colours. So I messaged them and said, you know, I'm missing like these 2 or 3 colours, but you know, not really expecting much. I thought maybe they'll give me like, I don't know, a pound off my next purchase or something with Arteza, because it's not like they didn't give me a pen. It was the wrong colour. Anyway, for some, out of the blue, they just sent another set. A full set, so I had a whole complete duplicate kit set, which was great, apart from the fact that obviously you know, something is good, only good if you're using it, and it was like above my needs. If I'd have known I was taking a break, I would have given them away, but you know, hindsight is 20/20, as they say. But so yeah, I might do that, and the other things I need to sort out, pen and ink wise, is my bazillion gel pens, because I think they do dry up, don't they? I've had gel pens dry up, but they dry up in a different way. In that, like, when you can see through a gel pen, and you can see how much is left in that little tube, there'll be stuff left in there. But because they're rollables, it kind of like solidifies in the rollable, so even though there's ink there, you can't actually use it and stuff like that. But I do, that's a massive job. I have so many gel pens worth, like my, I don't want to call them drugs, because I'll get my YouTube banned for dodgy content. But yeah, it was just like, gel pens make me happy. Right, and we're going to do one more now. Do I want to make them the big ones, or do I think I'm just going to make them these little, like underneath here. Am I still in camera? Yes, I am. Yeah, so that would be a job. The other thing about gel pens is like you tap them to like get the ink flowing again, like a little woodpecker. It's either going to make a row, or I'll have to, you know, continually mute the video. Maybe I'll do that off video. I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I will. But just, yes, if you enjoyed that video, if you enjoyed the decluttering video, there are definitely going to be more, because it helped me. It helped me to just like have someone to talk to while I was doing it, and made it less boring. And now it helps you. So yeah, I will do more. but not today. It's a nice day today. It's cold though. It's about, well, it's not cold, it's fresh. It's about, I think, about 4 degrees out there. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Like low 40s maybe, something like that. So it's the temperature of your fridge. Just to get some for context. But it's sunny. It's the first time it's been sunny all week. It was so miserable. That day where I was saying about I cleaned my cooker, living the dream. It was so dark in my kitchen. Oh, that's yeah. So I was doing it because I had to turn the light on for it because it was so dark, and that was at 9:30 a.m. And it's just like dawn is like at 7, daybreak. So it'd been light for like 2 hours, and no, I had to have the light on. It was so dark and miserable, and it's been like that pretty much all week. Just what I wanted for my mood, for my difficult week. But yeah, today. But that's good because it was last night I found out my mum was out of hospital. So it's just like everything is going well again now, and the sun is shining. Yay! Right. Do you know what? These little bits are really like, I don't know if it can see it on camera, but it's missing the grayscale. I might have to get a pencil and just put some grey in there because it's just a little OCD moment out of all the picture. There's these like 2 little white dots. Right. So I think I'll put more red in. Do I want to put any more? I don't think I do. I think I might just stick with red, pink. Let's keep it traditional. Traditional Valentines. But these make me think of like curtain swags. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because they look like curtain swags. Why do I think of that? Oh, it's because they do look like that. Right, okay. How am I doing? 1, 2, 3 of those left. And then we can make a decision. We can use new colour. But happy to report these, this marker at least is still going strong. Should pin that down, shouldn't I? One more. Maybe I'll make these downward ones a different colour. What colour goes well with red? Apart from black. I mean, I could make them black. Like for a bit of a... But it's already got quite a lot of black in, hasn't it? Let me see. Right, think. Think. Well, I'm going to take the easy decision. I'm going to go, shall I use the scarlet or shall I use the darker red? How about I use the darker red on the outside and it's getting lighter as it goes in? Let's do that. Chisel. Yeah, okay. Let's just see. No, I'm going to use the tip. It is not going on smoothly. It was too chunky. Or maybe I'm just too out of practice using a chisel tip. Or maybe it's both. So if you've not, I don't know, I think a few of you, because I have a diamond painting channel. Do you know what? This is not as juicy as I would like it to be. So I don't think we're going to do it all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do every other one red. This dark red. And that way, hopefully, it won't run out of juice. Because I can really feel that this is not... It's doing all right. But yeah, it's not juice. Though the chisel tip did feel a bit better. Anyway, I digress. I have a diamond painting channel. Because diamond painting is kind of my main hobby now. And... I had a little, I did a kitting up video. It was a diamond art club. Should anybody be a diamond painter? It was a diamond art club kit that I was kitting up. So it was quite a long kit because it was a big one. There was loads of colours. And, right, I'm going to do these opposite two in case I do need to run out of ink. I'll just turn it around so I don't want to mess up the angles. What's that? Go away. Lay flat. And what was I doing? These two. Yes. And I was saying in there, so apologies if you have heard this story twice, but I know not all of you are diamond paintings. In fact, I know quite a lot of you aren't diamond painters, and so yeah, it's been a month of dramas, because actually it was 2 weeks ago today this happened. My other half came home from work, and first he came through the door and I was in the kitchen, and you know, he was just like hello, and I was like hello, and all this sort of thing, and he just like went to get changed out of his work clothes, and then he come back, and I was like, right, you want a beer? Because I don't have to go to work, out to work. I mean, I work from home, so I don't have that stress of that commute. So it's just like, you want a beer? He's like, yeah. He goes, but first of all, he goes, don't worry. I was like, oh no, what now? But then it was like, it's not as bad as it looks. And I was like, oh, what have you done? What's wrong? Because like, if it's on his radar that it might look bad, then it probably is bad, because he's, you know, if that's the way his mind is thinking, then things like that don't usually cross his mind. So the fact that it had, it was something that was worth you thinking, oh no, what? So, and then he whipped out, and he was sorry about there was a bus sitting outside at the traffic lights. Which one shall I do? I'll do these two. So I've got an odd number of things, haven't I? Right, let me put the cap on. I just need to think for a minute, because I should have counted these up. 1, 2, 3. Because this goes across here, but I don't think there's an even amount. If I did every other, that red, yeah. So it's got an odd number. Okay. So if I just do, how am I going to do this? I was going to do 2 here and 2 here. Oh, and there's a siren. So let me just do my usual. It's an ambulance. Let me do my usual spiel. I have to always assume there's at least one new person here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I live in London. I live on a through route. I should just pre-record this, shouldn't I? And then I don't have to say it all the time. It's busy during the day. I live opposite a school, who incidentally, they are all out in the playground for lunch at the moment. And yeah, I live on the junction. And the emergency services do use this as a through route quite a lot. So there will be sirens and traffic. And I used to edit it all out, but I'm kind of over that, because I hate editing. It's really boring. So I only do editing now unless I really have to. And what am I going to do that way? And yeah, so there's going to be horns sometimes, and engines ticking over because it's a junction, and sirens and all whatever. Anyway, so back to the other half. Yes, it's not as bad as it looks. Oh God, here we go. And he whipped out his hand from behind his back, and he had a great big bandage on his finger. I'm like, oh, what have you done? Thinking he just like ripped off a nail or sliced it, but he'd actually cut off the end of his finger. It was like this whole like top chunk. It's gone, just clean off. You never believe it, right? So the way he did it, unbelievable, really, when you think about it. Let me put it that way. He was opening a box, you know, like a cardboard box, and it'd been closed up with packing tape and stuff, and sellotape, and he'd run his hands underneath it to like break through the the sellotape. And then he just stuck his fingers underneath and pulled them up because he was thinking he was going to pull off the sellotape. Except the sellotape did not pull off, because if you ever wrestled even with like an Amazon package, if you pull the sellotape, it just all bunches up. And he basically turned the sellotape all bunched up, and it just, I don't know, I guess turned it into sort of like a cheese wire. So he went in to pull off the tape, fully committed, because he didn't think it would resist, and he just like that, and it caught his finger, and it just went, and it just clean sliced off. He was wearing gloves. It chopped off the end of his glove as well. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, I mean, you know, little things like that can happen because, like, paper cuts. Think about a paper cut and how ridiculous that is. There is just like that. You just have to catch something at an angle, and even the smallest thing can be sharp. And yeah, chopped off the end of his finger. So that was a bit dramatic. So fortunately, he is the first aider, the trained first aider for where he works. So he did just like bandage up his own finger and took care of it. But obviously, I'm like, no, you have to get someone proper to check that out. And he didn't put up any resistance, which means he was like, he knew it. I was like, why didn't you get it done at work? Like when it happened. But yeah, so he went the next day to a walk-in clinic, and like they said he'd done a good job he bandaged it up exactly how he should, that kind of cut, and he'd done well. Okay, we're just going to commit to all of these now. And so yeah, but it's going to be slow. It's 2 weeks today, and it's not even close to being healed yet. I even think it'll take like at least a month. But on the bright side, because your fingers and your fingertips have like a really, really good sort of blood circulation, they reckon it'll grow back. It might look a little bit funny shaped, not quite, and the nail, because obviously he lost like the nail bed. But yeah, fingers crossed, pardon pun. It's all going to grow back. But it was a bit dramatic. It's like, oh, can we just, like, this year so far, it's like nothing bad has happened, but there's been a lot of anxiety driven moments so far. Oh, do not need this. But yeah, hopefully it is. I've looked at it now. I was saying before when it happened, I did not look at it. It's like, do you want to look at it? I'm like, no. If I'd have had to help him with the dressing or something like that, then I obviously would have. But it's like, I'm not one to look just for curiosity's sake. I'm like, if I have to look at it, I'll look at it. But if I don't have to look at it, then yeah, I'm not curious. I don't need to look at it. But I have looked at it now. It's gone very dark now. Before it was just like, you know, pale flesh. But now it's gone that sort of dark red. He looks like a steak. But I mean, it's probably gonna start hurting now. He said it didn't hurt that much. He did bang it the other day at work. He said that hurt, but generally it does not hurt very much. But I get the feeling that might be changing soon, because it's starting to, you know, heal. So it's scabby, and every time he knocks it, it'll bleed, and yeah. Oh, I was like, I do not need this drama. I do not like drama-filled lives. I like easy lives. Just want to get on with my things, just not have anything go wrong. Thank you. Please and thank you. How are we doing for time? Half an hour. Okay. We're doing okay. I don't know if I'll get this done. I'll try and get it done. If I don't get it done, I will I might put a picture there anyway, but I'll put the finished picture on my Facebook page, which I have revived from the ashes. So if Facebook is one of your places that you hang out, I'll leave a link down in the description to my Facebook page. It is imaginatively. Actually, I say imaginatively. I've changed it to. It's like the handle, the @ sign is Pebbles Diamond Painting, because I do more diamond painting now, so I switched it around. But the name, for some reason, Facebook changed like the @ name, but they haven't changed the other part of the name. And I've asked them twice now, and it says, oh, wait 3 days. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. They changed the @ part. So my page is called Pebbles Adult Colouring, but my @ sign address, my URL name for it, is Pebbles Diamond Painting. But I will put it on there. I don't even have Instagram put on my phone anymore. I'm not really an Instagrammer. I only had it before for my colouring channel, but it wasn't something that felt natural to me to do. So as soon as I stopped, the minute I stopped colouring, I was just like, right, yeah, that can go. Took it straight off my phone, not been back. If anybody's messaged me there, I'm very sorry. I've not even read it. It's gone to the big cyber pile of nothings. Right. Okay, we're getting there. I'm having to go. It's not. We're not doing it speedily. It's not that juicy, but it's juicy enough if I don't go wild. Patience, not my strong point. So is anybody up to anything for the weekend? And what are you colouring? Are you colouring anything? Do you have this book? Do you know what? I don't even know if they make this book anymore. Well, I'm sure, whether they sell it or not. If there is, I'll leave a link to it. Because I mention it? I really like this book. I'm sure I did mention it. I'm just being lame. I like grayscale and I like mandalas, so for me it's like a match made in heaven. And also it's nice to have something that is really easy to colour. I always use alcohol markers for this, and therefore they are always quick. In fact, this will probably be my first finish of the year, because the only other thing I'm colouring is that swan, and I'm definitely not finished with that. It'd be nice to actually finish a picture. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to turn it back this way. I'm making a right meal out of what I'm doing. I don't think alcohol. I can't remember. The trouble is, I can't remember if alcohol marker comes off my hand if I lean in it too quick. But you only live once. YOLO. Yeah. So for the weekend, I don't really well, let's start with Valentine's Day. So we don't, for all my saying happy Valentine's Day, me and my other half, we don't really celebrate it. It's just like, we're gonna have steak for dinner. That's like our treat, and it's more like, so Valentine's Day is basically just, it's an excuse to just like have a nice steak dinner with mushrooms and onion rings and all this sort of stuff, which it's not super rare, but we tend to only have it for like a special occasion. I think New Year's Eve is the last time I had steak. Nom 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 nom. I love animals. Trouble is, the poor things, I love eating them too. Sorry if you're a veggie, but I do love the animals. I tell you, if I had to kill them myself, to slaughter an animal myself, I would be a vegetarian. So, because I just that was a very sort of, I was starting to get deep into that, but I mean, a meat eater and a vegetarian, two polar opposites. I don't want to upset anybody. Right, what let me think of my next colour, and then because we don't have that much left. Shall I don't want to. I don't want to do the pink in there because we all get pink. Let's do. What's this blue like? It's a dark blue. It's quite dark blue. Let's go for that. So what I'll do is I'm going to give it some contrast because it's got quite a lot of black there, but we're going to give it more. But I don't want to knock out too much of the grayscale. But let's give it a go. We're going to take it cautiously because I don't know how juicy this is and it might bleed. But yeah, so the other thing I was going to ask, careful. The other thing I was going to ask was, and I've spoken about this on my colouring channel, not my diamond painting channel, as an idea. And when I was thinking about it for one, I thought, well, I might as well maybe do it for this one as well. Would anybody be interested in doing, like, if I did a premiere? So if you don't know what a premiere is, you know, you have a live chat where, you know, the person making the video is live and the chat is live. A premiere is like a sort of half and half. So it's like a pre-recorded video, but there is live chat. And I could be in the live chat and come and say hello, as opposed to being like just this sort of one-sided, you know, conversation. I mean, I do like having my one-sided conversations. Nobody answers me back, except myself. I talk to myself and I say, "Oh, don't do that." Don't. But apart from those, yeah. It would be a way for me to, you know, say hello. But I'm not sure if, because I'm back so recently. I know a lot of people do remember me, and it's very sweet. I must say that again. I have thanked you previously, but if you did comment, and you know, because you remembered me and you was just like, oh hi and stuff. Thank you. It was really sweet because I didn't think it'd been such a long time. And, you know, YouTube, it moves fast. There are new people and people disappear. And, like, I was under no illusions that I could come back and, like, yeah, nobody remembered me. But, yeah, quite a few people popped up and left me messages. So that was very sweet. So thank you. But I'm not sure if there's enough people back to my channel yet that would appreciate a premiere. You know, there's got to be a reason, isn't there? Like, I've got to be worth the effort for people to take time. It's one thing watching a video, but it's one thing watching a video at a very specific time to be there for the chat. So I'm not sure, but I think it's just, I just wanted to say it's on my radar. So if people are interested in something like a premiere, then let me know. And no promises for imminent, but a sort of semi-promise for soon, because I am quite enjoying being back to the colouring. So yeah, I'm starting to I'm changing that mindset. Before it was just like, I don't know if I'll still be around, and now I'm like, yeah, no, I think I will be around. Maybe not as well, definitely not as much as before, because I burned out for that, for trying to do too much too often. So I'm being a lot more chill about it, but I could manage a premiere, and I plan to keep making videos, even if they are not quite as frequent as what they used to be. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. You don't have to commit. I'm not asking you to say come to a specific premiere. I'm just asking if you're interested in the idea in theory. The general concept of whether a premiere would be of interest to you. And then we could chat. That'd be nice. Oh, don't laugh while I'm doing little delicate bits. I think I'll put something bright in these kind of leafy ones. Maybe I'll make them red, because then that would make it stand out from the pink. but I'll use this red, not that dark red. Then now that I've looked at it, there isn't actually that much difference between those two tones. I overthink things massively. That certainly hasn't changed. I'm such a sort of full of opposites. Like, I overthink things massively, and yet at the same time I rolled up today without thinking of it at all. I didn't know what all I'd done was I'd only decided that I would do this picture. That was the only and that I was going to do it with alcohol markers. Those were the only two decisions I'd made. Didn't think about colours. I mean, obviously if it's a heart, it was red, so that could have made it easier. But aside from that, yeah. So some things I massively overthink, and then everything else I'm just like, yeah, let's figure it out as we go along. It'll be fine. Yeah, look, this is getting lighter, so you can actually still see the grayscale effect. So that's good. I was a bit worried that it would completely blot it out. But for the weekend, so yeah, really Valentine's night is just like big noms, nom 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 nom. And the weekend I haven't got a huge amount planned. Just chores, and hopefully the weather will be nice. Might go out for a walk. I'm doing this. I don't know if I mentioned this before in my back video. I do this thing now where I'm trying to like get fit and fitter. I think expecting me to get fit might be a bit of a stretch, but get fitter than I was. You know, like most people after the lockdown, I spent so much time inside, and I have a desk job, so it was just too easy to just sit down and stop being active and stuff like that. So I've got these medal things that I do. Remind me next time I do a chat, I'll get out the medals, because they're proper medals made of metal, and the ribbon. They're virtual races, and what you do, you don't have to race. It's not a race. They call them a virtual race, but it's not a race. You do it at your own time, and basically it's a route that of different famous walks around the world, sort of thing. And but obviously you're not going around the world. That's why it's virtual. So if I went out from my house and did like a 3-mile walk, you know, you track it on your phone, you do a 3-mile walk, then you put your 3 miles into the app, and it'll show you the walk of this. Right, the one I'm doing at the moment is in Scotland. It's a 500-mile walk around the coast of Scotland, but it'll show you it's like Google Street View. And now I do want to do more on that. Don't put that away yet. And so it'll show you your progress on the map as you walk around, and it'll show you little scenes and send you little postcards. And every 20% of the challenge, you'll do a little plant a tree. You can choose, actually. You can for your charity, so you can either plant a tree at 20%, 20, 40, 60, and 80, and 100. I think it's all of them. And or you can take plastic bottles out of the ocean. So it's quite good. It makes me feel like I'm like rewarding myself, but you know, it's just not all about me. It's just like it's got this extra element of doing something productive. Not that I don't consider myself worth it, but it gives that extra, you know, element of like you're helping something else as well as just yourself. It's a good motivator. And yeah, so if I remember next time, I'll bring a couple of medals and show you, because I am quite addicted to them. It's like it brings out the collector's urge in me. It's just like, because they're very pretty medals. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go. I don't really care where I walk now. I'm just like, do I like the medal? Is it pretty? I'm just going to bring that down in here because it looks a bit weird with them floating there. I'm going to do that. Bring it into that gap. Yeah, so I'll be going for a walk later. And it'd be nice because it's sunny, cold and sunny. But hopefully it'll be nice. That's what I was saying, wasn't it? Hopefully it'll be like this over the weekend as well. I can go out for a walk and do something there, because I need to do something. I've fallen behind, what with like the cold weather and then like just stuff going on in real life. It's just like I don't have time to go out for an hour 2 hours for a walk. Sometimes real life, other things in real life has to take priority, doesn't it? But yeah, so that's my weekend, and I'll be doing some decluttering. My poor other half. It's just like he's doing decluttering too. To be fair, he's been on board with you know, obviously he's not going to be doing my colouring supplies. That's a whole separate job. But we're gradually decluttering where we live. But I'm looking forward to it. It's like soon. It feels like it's because it does start to feel a little bit spring-like, and I'm starting to think about like last year when we started off having a declutter, and it turned into like a DIY session and decorating and this sort of thing. But I didn't really get to the painting part of it last year. I'm pretty sure I didn't start anything till about July. Started prepping stuff in like July and August. So it was only really late in the summer that I started that sort of mindset. Whereas this year I'm like, as soon as the weather's nice, I'm going to be like, the windows are open and I'm going to be starting to do more. I've got more windows to paint, and we're going to put up new blinds. The other major thing, a lot of it is spurred on by the fact that we didn't used to get so many, but we get so many mozzies now in London, mosquitoes. Didn't used to, but we do now, and I react really bad to mosquito bites. So last year we only did it in, what did we do? 2 windows. 2 windows we put mosquito nets on. So yeah, that's on the agenda. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we get a couple more windows done with the mosquito nets. I was painting it, so I painted them, and then we got the mozzie nets up, and then we put new blinds up, and then we got some like they're not quite blackout curtains, but they're very close, but they're thermal, and it's supposed to be that you know, obviously they keep the heating in winter, but it's supposed to be that if you have a heat wave, I mean obviously you're blocking out the sun if you do close them, but if you have a heat wave and it's really bad and you're miserable, you can close the curtains and it'll like bounce out heat. So yeah, that's on the agenda for more windows this year. Certainly the mosquito nets. It'd be nice to have the windows open and at night, and not having to wake up and be eaten alive. And like I say, I react badly to them, so that I like it comes up and it's just like this huge, like egg type reaction. It's not very pleasant, because if a mozzie gets in, it's never just one bite, is it? It's just like, so there's always like 3 bites, like egg. It's like, oh, that's really lovely, really lovely. So that's, yeah. Sorry, I don't know how I go from talking about the weekend to mosquito bites. What can I say? I don't like mosquitoes. Do not like. Right, this is the last one of this. Get this in here. Okay. That's that one done there. Do I want anything else in this blue? Well, I don't have to decide. Oh, maybe I'll do the middle of the flowers. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Nice and easy. It's normal for the middle flowers to be blue, right? That's quite patriotic. I'll do these quick. I need to think, because it's only a little area. And I don't want it to bleed, because I think I'm going to do something bright in this, just to, I don't know what, maybe orange, or a red that's got more orangey undertones. If that makes sense. What do they call it? There's a colour, I can't think what it's called. Crimson, no, it's not crimson. Oh, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. I'll see if I can find it. nice bright red. Vermilion, that's it. I knew I'd get there in the end. See, I'm like, don't worry about it, it's not important. Oh, my pen's falling out. It's not important, but I was still thinking about it. You know why? Because I overthink things. Right, we're not going to put this away, just in case I do need it for anything else, but we're nearly done. I think whatever I use for that, I'm going to use for that. What shall we have? Oh, look, French vermilion. What's this look like? Let's not use the chisel tip. Let's use this one. Sort of so it is a reddy orange. All right, let's. Do you know what I was going to say? Let's just do it on them bits, but I'll tell you what. I can do it on these bottom bits. Does that work? Yeah. Let's do it. Committed. Hang on, I'm thinking. I did make a note here at the side. If I ran out of things to talk about, then I made a little list, which I usually forget to look at. But today, what am I on? No, there's nothing on my list because all I put on my list was really like the premiere. The only thing I've not mentioned from my list is a bit of a PSA. Is every now and again YouTube, I don't know, I guess they tweak their spam filters, and yeah, that's good because God knows we all hate those spammers, but sometimes it gets a bit overzealous and it starts getting user comments, like normal user comments. Anyway, I noticed a comment disappear the other day, so just be on alert. If I don't answer you back, then double check that your comment posted, because it may not, and it's really annoying. I noticed it because I commented on someone's video, and then I was like, oh, I meant to add something. Sometimes I do that. I write my comment, I'll hit post, and then I immediately leave the video, like immediately, and then afterwards I think, oh, I should have said, you know, God forbid I actually, you know, stop and think before I press something. And I go back to the video and my comment wasn't there. Now, before you say, oh, it's because you left so quick, it didn't post. It's not true, because I actually did see my post. It does show you, that's the thing. When you're on the page, it shows your comment pop up under the video. You know, posted 0 seconds ago. So you think it's gone through. But then it's only when you go back you see that it has not. It's super annoying, super triggers me. In fact, I'm pretty sure that was, thinking back, that was another reason why I left YouTube. Well, I got burned out on YouTube. I got so fed up because it was really bad, and it was only doing it it only does it to some people. And I don't know if there's like something that, like, you know, it triggers it, and then it gets like, once you've triggered whatever it is on its filter, it just puts you as a higher priority, is like less tolerant in future. I don't know, but whatever it was, I went for a stage where nearly all of my comments were disappearing, and it's something to do, I have a feeling it's something to do with the cookie, or I don't know, because I know when I did it through, if I replied through the YouTube app, it didn't do it to me. But if I replied to a comment, a video on, you know, using Chrome or whatever, then it was way more likely to happen. So I don't know, maybe it's just like, you know, the spammers use bots and stuff, and the bots run through the web browsers. I don't know, I do not understand that sort of thing. Oh look, I've gone over the edge. Never mind. Oh look, I just did it again. It's because the paper's bouncing up. No, it was going so well. It's typical me. Nobody will notice. I'll notice. It's just, I might have to change this pink now just to make it darker. Triggered. I triggered. See, I'm my own worst enemy. I joke in my diamond painting my diamond painting channel, because I'm always spilling drills and stuff there and making a mess. It's like, this is me, the one that's full of unforced errors. What can I say? Part of my charm. If I say that often enough, I might actually believe it. Unfortunately, I also know the truth. I think it's working well though. But saying that, you know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm definitely overthinking it. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. I just need to be careful that the paper doesn't pop up. So along my walk this afternoon, I need to get my weekend food. I tend to, that's one of the things that happens a lot more now since I started walking, and that was one of the way I did it. I go out to instead of going out to the supermarket and doing like a huge shop like once a week and then occasionally buying bits and pieces, I actually only buy a couple of days food at a time. And then because I go out every day, and because I'm going out every day, I'm like, well, I may as well just pop in and buy some fresh bread. And then the next day I'm like, right, I'm going out and I'm walking past the supermarket, I may as well pick up milk. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not buying that huge stash of food in advance now. But it also means, I mean, it's quite good because it means I can't get lazy. Because if I do get lazy, it just very quickly means that I have nothing to eat. So it is a good motivator. That's another good motivator. With me, it's all about the battle of persuading my brain to cooperate. And that's what I do. This persuades my brain. My brain seeks food. If my brain seeks food, it needs to go out and get off its backside and go and get it. But yes, so I do need to go out and get my weekend food. Alright, these little ones take longer than I thought. I thought they'd be quick because they're little, but they're also quite fiddly. Alright, nearly there. I made an ASMR short the other day. It's the first time I've ever done a short on this channel. I've only done a couple. I'm not really a shorts person, though I find myself watching them a bit more than I used to, which is why I decided to experiment. And so I did a little ASMR video before I did that decluttering video, I tipped out some of the markers so that it was all like rattling on the table. I just did it as a little ASMR thing. I should do another one because there's something about alcohol markers, like you get that little scratchy sound on the paper. I bet there's someone somewhere that likes that sound. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere just likes to have that little. If I shut up now, let me shut up. I don't know if the camera picked that up. I'll only be able to know on rewind when I'm editing. But hopefully you had a few seconds there of ASMR. But I did do a short, and do you know what? It did really well. Well, I say really well. The people who do the big short, you know, the viral stuff, they get millions of views. But I think I'm getting close to like 1,000 or something like that views on this short. And all it is me pouring out my alcohol markers onto the table. I know ASMR is a thing though, isn't it? There are some sounds that I find quite therapeutic. And of course I listen to videos. When I colour or I diamond paint, I'm usually listening to whip and chats and stuff like that. Just because I like to have like the little chatty bits in the background. Right, that's going okay. And so that's kind of ASMR, isn't it? Because you're just listening to, you're not really listening. I mean, I do listen to what's said. I mean, that makes it sound rude, but you know, sometimes I don't care what's being said. I'm just enjoying like hearing the voice. I could, if I wanted, just colour, pretend these aren't petals and just colour over the top, but like there's something in me that won't let me do it. Let me try it with these two. I don't know, it just feels wrong. These things, they make no sense in my brain. I've got to colour them one by one. No, I can do this. Look, let's just, if I want to finish in my lifetime. How long has this video been going? Oh, an hour. Yeah, I should get a move on, shouldn't I? All right, let's do 2 at a time. We can do that. That shouldn't break me. I mean, it might break me. I get OCD about the weirdest things sometimes. Right, that just bother me. Look, I've already gone back to doing 1 at a time. Stop. Do 2. You can do 2. You're a big girl now. Put on your big girl pants. Do 2 petals at a time. It's fine. I'll do 3. Oh, that feels so hard. I don't like it. Right, let's just turn the page. I'll do, oh, okay. I'll compromise with myself. Some of them I'll do 2 at a time. And then other times I can just do 1. Like doing 1 petal will be my treat. I'm talking rubbish now. Oh, I went over the edge. I hate when I do that. Because with alcohol markers it keeps growing. So if I go over the edge, I know it keeps going. Still, considering I haven't used alcohol markers in I don't know forever how long, I'm quite impressed that I actually remembered to put some paper so that I didn't destroy my picture underneath. Because that is the type of thing that I would forget. And this is like riding a bike, which incidentally is not true. You know, they say once you ride a bike, you never forget. Let me just tell you, that is not true. And I know from experience, because I could ride a bike when I was a kid, and then I didn't ride a bike for like 10 years. And do you know what? I could not ride a bike after I tried. I was all wobbly all over the place, and because of that, I didn't try again. So it went years and years and years. So yeah, now I definitely wouldn't be able to ride a bike. I've forgotten my balance. I don't know how. But I cannot ride a bike. Anyone who says it's like riding a bike, you won't forget. I am the proof. You absolutely can forget how to ride a bike. God. And which is really annoying. One day, I should really just try and relearn it. It's weird, because, you know, as an adult, what do? Do I put stabilisers on it? I mean, just how weird would that look? Pedalling down the street in the middle of London as well. And I've got like adult stabilisers. I don't even know if they do adult stabilisers on bikes. I'll have to look it up. So, yeah, whatever. Fortunately, well, it's not been as long. It's only been 2 years since I coloured. So, maybe I just didn't have time to forget. I mean, not there's much to forget for alcohol markers. They are it's very beginner friendly. So, less for me to forget. But I remembered how to do my pencils, mostly. It was accessories I forgot. I couldn't remember how to use my pencil sharpener. That was embarrassing. You know, not like a little pencil. It was like one of them mechanical ones with the handles. Forgot how to use that. And then I was just like, oh, we need to brush. Oh no, I don't want to brush stuff away because the pencil dust, it'll smear. And I forgot the brush. I forgot the brush twice now. I've actually got all my pencils that I used for that swan picture in an elastic band, and I've now put a brush with it. so that I do not forget the next time. But yeah, so it's like, I guess, like the little habits. You forget the details, the little details. Is that working? I feel like it's working. I think I do think maybe I go for get another pink and go a little. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll see at the end. See if it's got, because I do like contrasts. The thing about that pink, it's a very nice pink, but it's very pale pink. So it almost looks like grey still. It's just like grey with pink undertones. So maybe I want a little bit more oomph. We shall see. I need to not think ahead, because you know what happens. You put it all together and it's actually, when you look at it at the end, sometimes you just got to trust the process, don't you? And at the end, it's like, yeah, no, that's, why was you even thinking about changing that? It looks fine. Trust the process. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to finish this on camera, which is amazing. Literally, this will be the first picture I've finished in like 2.5 years. Quite exciting. Such is my life. It feels like a milestone. This is what makes it feel like I'm really back. I should have done this though for, I don't know, I'd say Independence Day, but I'm not American, so why would I celebrate that? That's when all you colonials. Am I the colonial or are they colonials? No, we're the colonials. But yeah, that's a. I was once in Disney World, and I had a 4th of July T-shirt on. Oh no, it was just the Mickey Mouse T-shirt with an American flag. So, but I guess because we was there near the 4th of July, she assumed it was for that. And she goes, "Will you be doing anything? It was the 4th of July when you go home?" I'm like, no, because first of all, we don't celebrate in the UK, and you know, why would we? Because we were beaten. It was a war, and we lost. You don't celebrate wars that you lose. You only celebrate the ones that you win. So no, we do not celebrate July the 4th. We do not celebrate Independence Day in the UK. You think she'd have thought of that though? Like, she works in you know, she wasn't young, she wasn't a kid or anything. She was an adult, but you know, Disney World is quite an international attraction. You know, it's not like she lived out in the sticks or anything and never met someone from the UK. Yeah, she was just being polite and she just didn't think it through. But it's funny. My little chuckles. Right, do 2 leaves not leaves, petals. 2 of these petals, more than 1 at a time. Otherwise, I will be here all day. I will be here till July the 4th. Ah, look, I went over the edge. It's okay, nobody can see that. That is the good thing about the grayscale. Actually, where was that other one that I went over the edge? Oh, it's up there. So that doesn't even stand out very much now, because of now that it's dried. I'd almost forgotten about it. Oh, back to my single petals. Stop it. Let's do 3. Do you do that? I do that all the time. Like, I think, oh, I'm going to stop doing it this way and I'll do it the other way. And like, I'll do it once and then I'm back to doing it what I was originally doing. It's like I can't learn. You know what they say, it's like the old dogs and new tricks. I am an old dog. Lots of, there was me talking about the start of the video. Valentine's Day, and if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, you know, have some self-love. You're a dog. Yeah, but I'm okay being a dog. Oh, I don't know what that is. But it did not belong there. Yeah, I like dogs. It's okay. I don't know what kind of dog I would be. What kind of dog? If you was a dog, what would you be? I think I'd be something like a spaniel. Because like my hair is a bit wild. I would be crazy cat lady if I had cats, sort of thing. So a nice spaniel. We used to have spaniels when I was young. We had a couple of golden spaniels. They was mad as March hares, a pair of them. And because they have these big floppy ears, they're all like, you know, furry as well. And it was a nightmare. Every time they had a drink of water, like, and they'd lift their head up, and like it would be like a waterfall coming from their ears. We're like, oh, maybe we can just like pin their ears back, you know, like get a little thing to so their ears don't dip into the bowl. But they wouldn't do anything then. They wouldn't eat or drink if you went, oh, let me just hold your ear. But no. So yeah, they used to get everything in that. Oh my God. The things they don't tell you about dogs with long ears. Just the water and the dog food is all in there. Bless those crazy dogs. I love those dogs. But yeah, But anyway, I don't get food. Well, sometimes I say I don't get food in my hair. Sometimes my other half will be like, and I'm like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, I've got to like. I don't even know how I do it. But I don't dip my head into the bowl, into the plate. So I don't know how I get food in my hair sometimes. But sometimes it is there. I guess it's just flopped over my face at one point and just like passed. So my fork has been in transit. I don't know, there'd be like a crumb. Or I don't know. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So that's what dog I am. I would be a spaniel. Because they're both long-haired and scatty. Give me, yes. That'll be the question for today. If you are still here, you're amazing, first of all. Possibly masochistic, but definitely amazing. If you are here and still listening, let me know what dog you are, and or if you can't be bothered, or you know you're not inspired, you can't make up your mind what kind of doggy breed you are. If you was a dog, just drop me an emoji of a dog. Emoji dog. And then I know I'm not talking to myself. Because it does feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. I mean, I am literally talking to myself at the moment because, you know, no one is here. But in the future, I am talking to you. But it wouldn't be like that if I did the premiere. That would be cool. Let me know as well about the premiere, whether you would, in theory, be up for a premiere. I'd need to check it. I need to figure out a time. Because obviously a lot of people are in the States. And some of you are West Coast, so that's like 8 hours behind me. I'd have to do, I could do it sometime maybe around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. in the UK. And that would be 5 p.m. Eastern. And 2 p.m. Pacific, or maybe, yeah, maybe, or 8 o'clock. Because it's all right. I think about when it starts, but I've also got to think about when it finishes. If I started a chat at 9 o'clock, it could be like 10 o'clock or 10:30 I'm finishing. And that's even like, if there's somebody in Central Europe, that would be 11 o'clock or 11:30 for them. So time zones, they can be tricky sometimes. Maybe I'll just do some whenever and hop about. Right, so that is that. Do I want to do anything about it? Do you know what? I don't think I do. I think I'm all right with that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because I don't like, no, not that. Because I think that's a bit of that, they're too small. Too small for the pink. So I think I'm just going to do that to just make that a bit more extra contrast. Very quick and easy. But I've got to be careful. I don't want it to bleed. And I'm not always the most delicate of people. I'm quite heavy-handed in what I do. And then I always start off doing it really light. I remember at the start that I need to just not overdo it. And then by the time I get around here, I've already forgotten because I'm talking about something else. Me, easily distracted. If I was a dog, squirrel. And if you have never seen Up, then that joke just meant nothing to you. I literally saw a dog do that the other day. He was trotting down in the park, and he just froze in place, and his head snapped round, and I knew there was something there, and I looked across, and there was a squirrel. So it did. It is true. A joke that's based on fact. So funny. It was right. Let's just do that. Do you know what? I'm gonna I'll get a pencil after a fill there in them little dots. So that's what I've done. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and don't forget the doggo. Bye for now. Bye.